All right, we're back with Silent Hill. We're back to the Nightmare Barn. We're there again.
In the dark.
The prodigal Silent Hill returns to its dark womb. That's creepy.
The darkest womb. The darkest, coldest womb.
That's weirder than this barn, the thing that I just said.
Connected to the console by your umbilical controller.
We've added an element of danger back to both our setting and the game itself because for some reason Keith's Xbox didn't want to... Where am I? Why am I here? Oh, this is from the... This is already wrong. This goes to what I was just saying a second ago, which is that Keith's Xbox didn't want to work, so now we're back on the original one, but I just loaded the wrong save file. How do I get out? How do I make this stop?
Why do you want to die?
Because that's how you get to the menu. You have to, it's like Caboose's mind in Red vs. Blue. The only way out is to die.
Your punches are like kicks.
Wow. Not her. Oh, I could just beat Maria to death.
Oh. That's a creative solution.
Yeah.
I'll give you 2 more hits. Oh, look at that.
Oh, what a death rattle.
Is it your first time dying?
No.
No, you died with the
Yeah, a bunch of times.
pyramid head a bunch of times.
Okay. As I was saying, we're back on the first Xbox that was having the disk load issues. I guess we can just hope that it
That
works.
we're past all that?
Yeah, we're just past the part of the game that it didn't want to load from, and maybe it'll work, or maybe this will all go horribly wrong.
Hey, no, it looks great.
Yeah, well, yeah, this part of the game works. We know that. Barneely's.
What was the problem they were having originally? What was the...
There was just like a section of the game where like it just didn't, like you went to the loading screen and it just didn't load. Oh fuck, it's nighttime. Oh right, we're in the other world. This is terrible. Letter wrench. Oh, but there's ammo, so it's fine. So this is what I'm calling Letter Wrench Part 2, the quest for the letter and the wrench.
Yeah.
That's just my name for it.
That's a good name. A little wordy, but in a way that I kind of like.
Yeah, it's like the idea.
Yeah. It's like a Fiona Apple album. I don't know any Fiona Apple albums. I just know that that's what people say.
There was
a
like
long word thing.
there was one episode of, it was like the Kaufman side quest thing, and oh god, there's a thing. There's a thing over there,
Where?
right there.
Oh, okay, there.
That thing right there. There was a Kaufman side quest in Silent Hill 1, and I was like, hey Keith, I think I want to name this level, what was it, like Kaufman Key and the Funk Tour Ladies EP, that of utmost importance? And you
Yeah.
were like, no, that's dumb. Like that's way too long. And I was like, yeah, that's the whole.
Did I disagree with you?
Yeah,
Because
you
I
were
like that
You
now.
were like, that's way too long, and I was like, no, that's. Why?
I think it was a little bit too long, even for the joke that it's just long. What are these circles on the map that you're ignoring?
Oh, these are all old because we were here before. Remember, this is where the game like basically started.
Okay,
Remember, we all came
wait,
from here.
Neely's Bar?
Yeah, it's Neely's Bar. That's why it's so weird that the thing said Bar Neely's.
Huh.
Yeah.
How come?
Letter
how come
wrench.
whatever said Bar Neely's wanted to pretend that's a French bar
Letter wrench.
or a more fancy bar than it is?
Extreme close up. Whoa. Letter wrench.
I just like that there's two squares that it's pointing at.
I don't like these things. Does that thing have a weapon? Why does this thing have a weapon?
That's crazy.
Oh, what is that thing? That's not a...
That's not a thing we've seen.
Is that a nurse?
Is her head coming off?
I think that's just a nurse.
No, this isn't the hospital.
But I think it's just here still.
It's making horrible noises.
Yeah, that's unsettling.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't want to hang out with her.
You don't want to chill?
Is she a mean girl or a regular girl?
Mean girl or regular girl? We're on Lindsay Street. We're on the corner of Lindsay and Sanders. Can I get in here, or what's going on? Why does it sound like there's a thing running?
Probably being followed by a girl or something.
I don't.
Where's Maria?
Dude, she died.
Oh yeah, she got eaten by Pyramid Head last episode.
Well, I don't know if she was eaten.
Well, she got fucked by him.
Yeah, she almost definitely got fucked by him.
She was murdered and raped.
After he put his giant sword through her, he
Yeah.
put his giant sword through her.
Yeah.
In that order.
Are we just coming out and saying it? We're pretty sure the evidence shows that Pyramid Head has a pretty big dick. Is that what we're?
He must, right?
Yeah.
Unless he doesn't, and that's
because
the whole
he's
point.
got unshakable confidence.
It's like he's overcompensating.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I must have to go over here and then go through that. I don't even know why I'm explaining what I'm gonna do to you because you don't listen or care anyways. So what is the point?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I listen. I just don't care.
You talking to me?
Well, you could have been.
Fuck's sake.
You could have been talking about like.
Oh, I see. You're very clever.
Thank you.
No, I was talking to the game.
Oh. Who made this game? Who is the one guy?
Konami. This was made by Mr. Konami.
Okay.
Or you can call
Jim Konami.
You can call him Connie or the Conster.
Connie, Conster, Conman.
His Conness.
Conrad.
Got some. There's bullets and health drinks all over this place.
So I know that I've asked this like 3 times at this point.
I don't want to hear it.
Or more.
Go on.
Is there a thing that
Stop
we might?
talking.
Is there like a side thing that we might totally miss and get boned out of the ending?
Oh, who cares?
I can never remember, and nobody ever says it in like comments.
I think it's completion time in this game.
So we're fucked.
Yeah, we're totally fucked. Is there? Yeah, I also gotta say, like, it's weird that the combat somehow seems weaker than the original in this one, because that was already a pretty low bar. But, like, I'm like,
What about it seems
like,
weaker
here's the
instead of
thing.
being exactly the same?
I don't know, just like the way that it's really hard to explain. Like, I don't think there's any way to like see it in the game, but it's just like the way that it handles feels stiffer.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, it's like, so we're out at night, and I guess this is the other world, like, because there was that part with the chain link and the weird crawling thing before. I'm sure you don't remember any of this, but it was there.
I remember. Oh, look, it's a letter.
Oh, there's
and
a letter and a wrench.
Accurate.
We did it, guys.
Yeah, I'm or perhaps you are a fool.
Or perhaps you are a fool.
Or the truth usually betrays people. A part of that abyss is in the old society. The key to the society is in the park, at the foot of the praying woman, inside of the ground, inside of a box. To open it, I need a wrench.
What?
What? I feel like this was kind of disappointing, this letter wrench thing.
This is my favorite thing that we've ever read.
Really? The key
like,
to the society is in the park.
Is at the foot of a praying woman, inside of the ground, inside of a box. To open it, I need a wrench.
My patient buried it there. I knew but did nothing. It made me uneasy to have such a thing near. It wasn't looking for the truth. I wasn't looking for tranquility. I also saw that thing. I fled, but the museum was sealed as well. No one dares to approach that place.
Wait, you read the last thing wrong.
I also saw that thing. I fled, but the museum...
No, in the last part, you said I wasn't both times, but one of them was.
Oh.
If you still do not wish to stop, James,
Ooh.
I pray to the Lord to have mercy on your eternal soul.
Well, I guess we're leaving. We're leaving Silent Hill. We don't take it?
A thing addressed me by name, so I'm super scared and freaked out by this. So where are we going?
Going to the park at the foot of a woman.
Where's the park at the foot of a woman? Rosewater Park? Yeah, okay.
No, the park isn't at a foot of the woman.
No, it is.
There's a statue.
No, it's right. It's
and
under.
at the foot of the
It's
woman,
right under
inside
the Statue
earth.
of
There's a
Liberty.
box, and you need a wrench to open it.
Yes, I understand.
A box, probably a coffin. I'd call that a coffin.
Keith, I understand the situation perfectly.
Usually, when boxes are buried in earth.
Here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Here's what I was saying.
Do you
before
think Rosewater Park is really Rosewater Cemetery?
Oh, I
shit.
feel.
Oh fuck.
What was that line from Red vs. Blue? It was like, I'm not really sure, but I feel even more that I just don't care, or something like that. I don't know. But here's what I was saying about like do you remember when we were in the city at night in the other world before, and it was like in Silent Hill 1?
Yeah, it was insane.
It was like a fucking insane nightmare. It was so crazy and hard and tense, and like this is like there's more enemies, but they're still just like hobbling around like drunken weirdos, and like I'm not really threatened by any of them.
And you weren't in the first one. We just thought that we were.
Yeah, I guess. But we needed to know where we were going. Oh, how do I get over there? I don't even think I can.
I think you had to go take a right.
No, I had to get there by going through the apartment building, so I'd have to go through the apartment building again.
No, maybe you got to go up Wash Road.
What?
Wash.
No, I mean, this
Take a right. No, take a right, and then a left, and then a right.
That seems crazy.
It does. Yeah, this is Silent Hill 2.
I don't know, like, this wasn't explicit, so are we just making up that we need to go to Rosewater Park and we're, like, going way out of our way?
There's a check mark at it.
Yeah, that was a check mark at it because we needed to go there and then went there before.
Oh, wait, maybe we're going to the wrong place.
You don't remember any of this.
No. Like I said, nothing about this game has grabbed me in terms of the story. And it's not because I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah.
It's just because...
Yeah, like, I just... Listen,
it's just because there's nothing to pay attention to.
I don't want to, like, turn this into a whole thing of, like, trying to argue with the people that have been expressing...
yeah.
What were they expressing? Something? The unhappiness?
Anger?
Listen.
They were displeased.
Listen, in short, I'm not saying that the recent episodes were the best episodes of a thing ever, okay? Because they obviously weren't. But if you think that we haven't been enjoying it because we haven't been paying attention to it, it's the opposite.
Yeah, it is that you guys are mixing up cause and effect.
Like, I've seen people saying that, like, we're not... Like, we would be enjoying the things like the journal entries that we're reading at the hospital if we were paying attention, but it was the opposite. We didn't care because we didn't think that they were interesting. Listen, okay, I'm just gonna be real here. Like, I haven't mentioned this before because the whole point of these videos is that, like, we're playing Silent Hill from the perspective of, like, a person that just, like... It would be like if you didn't know anything about Silent Hill 2,
which I didn't,
and we didn't,
yeah,
and then you just buy the game, play the game. Like, that's where we're coming from.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, guys, I get it. There's, like, something going on. Like, everything in, like, the whole world is in James's head, and, like, all the characters are, like, figments of his psyche, or, like, something like that. Like, I understand that, but, like, when the game doesn't do anything to present it that way, and, like, I understand that there's supposed to be all this, like, all this deep significance to, like, everything in the game, but when it
That was weird. Did you see that?
That was super weird. I understand there's supposed to be, like, deep significance to everything in the game, but when it doesn't present itself that way, or even hint that there is, like, how would we even know that?
Yeah, it's like, it's like it feels like
And so
the merit of the entire game is based solely on the ending, or on what you learn at the end,
or like I mentioned my friend Courtney, and she's a big fan of this game, and she, like, even when I said, like, I don't like this game in the last episode, or I'm not having fun,
she hit him.
I didn't say
she punched his neck.
I'm by the way, that place is blocked, so now I don't know where to go.
Maybe
I guess we could try going through the apartments again?
Sure.
To get to the park? I mean, that sounds insane. I don't...
Maybe it's not the right park? There's no other park, right?
I guess we could try going back to the cemetery. We were at a cemetery before.
Were we? Where is that?
That's like... It was like the very beginning of the game. It's like up here.
No.
No? Yeah. Like, okay, so my friend Courtney, she's a big fan of this game, and she was kind of like, you don't get it. Like, you don't understand Silent Hill. It's like, yeah, like, I don't understand it because it's not explaining
itself. Silent Hill doesn't understand itself.
Because, like, she, like, watched a documentary about the making of the game, and she's, like, read all about, like, the symbolism in the game, or, like, the meaning behind stuff, or, like, whatever. Like, you know, she knows all of this stuff, but it's like, it's not telling me anything. Like,
right.
The game is not communicating.
It feels like the
me.
game doesn't want you to even start caring about the weird stuff.
Like, it
like in
It feels like
a game that I think people feel.
This game to me feels like a sort of like angsty teen in like a hoodie with his arms crossed, and it's like you're trying to have a conversation with him, and he keeps going like,
"Shut up, whatever."
And he's just like, "I don't know, like whatever," and he's just like, "Man, I'm talking to a wall right now." It feels like playing Silent Hill 2 feels like the equivalent of talking to a wall. It's like, yeah, he might have all these magical things going on in his head, but he's not communicating any of it to me. So when there is my elaborate explanation for why I'm not pleased with this game. So like before, when I'm just like, I'm not having fun with this game, and everyone is like, oh, they're do all their like crazy theories about why I'm not enjoying the game. These are all the reasons. It's not because I'm not thinking about the game. It's I actually have very like specific thoughts about the game. I guess I just haven't been expressing them because I felt like that wasn't really the angle that these videos are about. The frozen mannequins freak me out. I have no idea where to go.
I thought we were going to try to go
through
the apartments again, and then if that doesn't work, then we can go to the cemetery.
How come
Because it sounds like a cemetery, a box buried in the ground at the foot of a woman.
Okay.
But there's no marking at all on the cemetery.
What if the foot of the woman was Angela, because we met her in the cemetery? Think about it. I don't think that's what it is.
I don't think that's what it is either.
Anyways.
I do not like the noises that they make.
Yeah. I got the letter and the wrench, but it didn't like mark them off on the map. It didn't say like...
Maybe you didn't get them enough.
It didn't say like circle check mark, A+, good job. Like it didn't... Isn't that what it does?
It's supposed to. I thought it was weird also.
Bullets, bullets, bullets. Oh, rifle shells. Hey, what we just did was we just unwrapped Crazy Taxi for the Dreamcast at Christmas.
Before we unwrapped our Dreamcast.
Yeah, and now we're like, oh man, I'm getting a Dreamcast and also Crazy Taxi?
Yeah. I heard a song.
More rifle shells, perhaps?
I heard a song by The Offspring on the radio. And I mention this because we mentioned Crazy Taxi, and Crazy Taxi is nothing without those 2 Offspring songs.
3 Offspring songs.
One of them is only played on the menu. I don't count it.
No, it's actually there's 3 that they play in the game. Yeah, or it actually might be 4. I think it's 4.
Anyway,
before we were saying it was just 2 at some point in the past, whenever that happened.
Okay. Anyway,
it happened at a point.
Anyway, do your best. Crazy Taxi, Wolfman Jack. Let's go back and forth with Crazy Taxi, Wolfman Jacks.
This goes back to the Master Chief thing. I can't.
I'll go first if you want.
Do it. No, I know how you do it. I don't like how you do it.
You don't like how I do it?
No, I don't like it.
Hey! It's time to make some crazy money.
All right, that's better than I expected.
Yeah. You skip past the important part.
I wasn't looking for the truth. I was looking for tranquility.
Oh, okay.
I also saw that thing. I fled, but the thing.
I think you skipped past the important one.
No, I got it. There's a woman and there's a... You want to read it again?
Yeah, I just want to read the second page.
Or perhaps you are a fool. Why do everything starts like
Yeah, everything... Did he start reading in the middle of the letter?
Or maybe the beginning is missing. What is it? What's that like that literary device? Where you start in when the thing starts in the middle of the action or whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know the name of that. One more.
A part of that abyss is in the old society. Wasn't that weird stone in the middle of town say something about the old society? Wait, Silent Hill Old Society.
Yeah, those are
that's
the religious.
The old society place.
Okay, so the key to the society is in the park.
Okay.
At the foot of the park. At the foot of the praying woman, inside of the ground.
All right.
So.
Okay.
It sounds like.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check in the cemetery. I realize it said park, and there's a place called the park. But to get to the park, I have to go through
the apartments. The apartments.
I have to go through the apartments, and that sounds hard. Well, it does. I'm sure I can just run through it, but anyways, I just don't want to go back to the apartments. So I'm gonna.
But the apartments was the best part so far.
My favorite part was the beginning when we were in the town, and the apartment part I wasn't a huge fan of, but it was definitely scary. Mm-hmm. And then the hospital, I was not a fan of.
No, the hospital was bad.
Here's the thing. All right, when we were going into this, I was kind of like, hey, let's not keep shitting on the game because apparently no one liked that. But you know what?
Because everybody loves this game.
This is just my feel, and I'm going to tell you my feel right now. Like, remember in the first of all, this is like Silent Hill 1 again.
Yeah.
But remember when we went into like in the school in Silent Hill 1, and first of all, it had like the cool puzzles, like the piano and the whatever, and like that was fun. And then, like, it had the part where you go inside the clock, and then you go through it and come out of the clock, and it looks like you just came in the clock that you came out the clock that you just went in, and we were like, wait, did we get turned around? What happened? And then, like, you realize, like, oh, shit, no, like, we're in, like, alternate other school.
Inverted
that
school.
Was awesome. And it was, like, same thing in the hospital. We had that moment where we get in the elevator, and suddenly there's, like, a 4th floor button, and we're like, wait, was that button there before? What happened? And then, like, we go to the 4th floor, and it's the other world, and we're like, oh, you got me, Silent Hill.
And in this one,
we've never had any of that kind of stuff in this game.
Yeah, it was the one time... We've only been in Inverted Silent Hill in this game in the hospital, right?
We're still there, I think.
Yeah, we don't know whether we're there or not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try to run through the apartments again. That seems crazy, but I'm gonna. So, all right, we're doing that.
Yeah. Unless something story-ish, unless some story point happens in the apartments, why didn't they just let us walk to the park?
Oh wait,
what?
Can we just go to this door and then the door will let us through? Because that's like the straight line means locked door. So, all right, I'm just gonna check this door. I don't know why we would just be able to go through that, but maybe we can. I don't know. Oh, the game hitched for a second. I don't like that.
Yeah, but it does that sometimes.
Does it?
Yeah.
I doubt it. You're making that up. Ah, there we go. Oh, the game.
Now it's fine.
Oh. So that worked. Oh, there we go. See, that was confusing.
All you had to do is check the door that you checked before, and it was locked.
all I needed to do was check the door that was locked before, but now it's not locked anymore. Duh.
What are we, idiots?
No, get down. Don't. No.
I also hate that you never have to fight anything.
It's weird.
It's really weird. It makes this entire thing...
It felt like the first game. In the first game, it was like if you knew what you were doing, you knew that the way to play was to not fight anything. This game seems like it took that and turned not fighting things and turned it into a game mechanic.
Yeah.
I'm checking down here for ammos and health drinks. I'm not just running down here because I'm stupid. But I'm that too.
Is that a thing? No.
What?
Right there, but I thought it was.
It's not a thing, I don't think. Whoa, there it is a thing. Oh, an ampule.
Ampule, but...
It's not a... Yeah, it isn't. I even recently in an audiobook I was listening to, someone said ampule, and I was just like, there's me being right again over Keith. Keith was wrong.
There are two pronunciations. I prefer ampule.
Well, you prefer the non-standard wrong one, so that's cool.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. At least I don't say sherbert. Kyle.
Is that a thing that you know that I say?
Yes.
That can't be true.
It is. You say sherbert.
You're making that up.
I'm not. You say sherbert.
No, I don't.
Yep.
No, I don't.
Yep.
I don't, though.
You do. Want to know what you should say?
No, why do you think that I say that?
I've heard you say it. You're
Okay.
always saying, "Give me some sherbet."
I don't say that.
Yeah, give me some sherbet, and I
nev-
want some Reese's Pieces on it.
We've never talked about that.
I've heard you order sherbet.
Just admit
before.
that you're lying.
I'm not. I know that you say sherbet.
You're making it up. No, you don't know that.
You say sherbet. You also say drawing.
Why? So now I know that you're making this up.
The drawing thing I am, and the Reese's Pieces. I know you don't say that.
Oh,
either.
okay.
But
Oh,
the
we're-
sherbet, you say sherbet.
Hey, remember this? No, I don't. I don't say that.
Are you sure?
I'm definitely sure.
You say sherbet?
No, why won't you just admit that you're making this up?
Because I'm pretty sure that you say sherbet.
Okay, yeah, I do. I just wanted to make absolutely sure that you weren't lying.
Okay.
Is there not a save car here anyway? Oh, there you are. Save car.
Yeah. You know what? There isn't a second R in sherbet.
Fuck.
What?
This was the place that the thing couldn't load. We're already back to this place. Well, we're very near that place.
Wait, so is that original thing that where we loaded the right thing? I don't know. Maybe it's
No.
reading off a different disk because
No.
it's inverted.
You're It's reading off a different disc.
I mean,
We put
a different
disc
part
here.
of the disk.
No, I don't think so. That doesn't make sense. Okay, but see here, over here,
Yeah.
this part, that's fine. But like this stuff over here, and like this and this is the bad part. So I think when we go up here, that'll be fine. But I think if we're trying to get to the historical society, I think that's gonna go bad.
Well, let's see what happens because we just saved, so we won't be losing much.
Yeah.
I think maybe we should save a second time after we go to up here. Wait, is that the foot of the woman? Go left. Oh, no left.
What? I gotta go here. There's no.
I meant right
there's
when I said
woman
left.
Over here, you idiot.
And there was a
I just
statue.
want these shotgun shells. Shotgun shot. Have you seen anything for tank?
I've never even heard that as a thing.
Oh, it's a
Tank? Is that the worst anime title in the world?
It's a Wii U game called Tank ! Tank ! Tank!
No, I've never heard
Here's
of that.
the thing. I think that's the best title for a game
Really?
of all time.
Tank?
Yeah, Tank.
I feel like it's gonna. I think
Here we go.
financially, it's gonna tank.
Oh. I think the word.
Victim of persecution by cans.
I think the word is that it's not a good game. That makes me sad because I love the title.
Okay.
Okay.
Victim of persecution by can. Jenny Carroll
Victim of
lived with pride and
persecution.
honor. What happened here shall never be forgotten.
Weird.
Yeah. Use wrench.
No, I'll use
Will you dig?
Nope. Well, we did all we could.
Yep. Nothing else.
We tried.
Yep. Is that metallic dirt?
No, my hands are metal. I have metal claw hands. I'm
my
Knuckles
God,
in Sonic
Sunderland-
Adventure.
He's more machine than man.
Very nice. Here's just a thing bolted into the ground. That's kind of small. Fastened by bolts.
Fox get
I used the wrench. Yay!
an old bronze. That is not the color of bronze.
I love getting old keys. You know what I love about these games?
Yeah.
They're always old keys.
Yeah, they're always-
It's never just a key. It's always it's always this.
This key is aged.
It's always a bizarre antique key.
Yeah, and they make sure to tell you that it's old.
But I just mean you can tell it's always got that
Yeah, because there aren't keys anymore. Cars don't even have keys.
It's like somehow like keys exist in the world. Like you use keys for your car or to like get in the front door of your house. But like when it's a video game mechanic, it has to be like an antique key.
Yeah.
Or like, what are the kinds of locks that those kinds of keys open?
Old locks.
With like you know what I'm saying though, with like
Tumbler locks?
the teeth that hang off one side of the key.
Yeah.
I don't know what those locks are called. But all video game locks, all video game puzzle locks are those kinds of locks.
Yes. And a lot of the times, they're gigantic versions of those locks. And the key is massive.
The key is a blade that you use as a sword to fight Heartless. Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't exist because the Kingdom Hearts team is wrapped up in trying to develop their game that will never come out. Called Final Fantasy Versus 13, and it's sad.
Final Fantasy Versus 13?
Yeah.
Versus 13 what?
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Why won't it ever
title.
come out?
The title is stupid. Versus, they mean versus in the way that it is opposed or opposite or not at all like Final Fantasy 13.
That's strange.
That's literally just what the title means. Is it's like it's not Final Fantasy 13.
Of course it's not.
Like if the game ever comes out, it will absolutely not have that title because nobody likes Final Fantasy 13.
If there's anything that should keep its working title, though, it's the next Saints Row game.
Oh God, the next
great sequel in
the Grand.
In the great Saints Row. No, the next great sequel in the Saints Row or the popular Saints Row franchise.
It's the next great sequel in the Saints Row franchise.
Is it?
It's
okay.
Great name, which I think
if that was on a box, that would be incredible.
Yeah, that would be great. Which I think was they gave it that code name or whatever as a sort of like and I can hear the game not properly loading this section of the disc. I believe.
But no, there's footprints still.
The footprints are going to go on forever.
That sucks.
This game is fucked.
This game is fucked.
Oh man, my Xbox is such a bummer.
Yeah. And then mine is broken.
It's not the other one. How are we going to finish this game now?
I don't know.
Man. Like we're going to have to somehow get
maybe the
third
Xbox will start working.
This is a super bummer.
I have access to a third Xbox.
You do?
Yeah.
Where?
Ted has one.
All right. We'll get Ted's Xbox.
I think we should try and fix mine again. There's got to be something we can do.
Xbox mechanic? Like, what do you... What?
I've been holding out, but yes, I'm an official Xbox mechanic.
Wow.
Yeah. What you have to do is you have to take my Xbox and you just have to, like, punch it really hard on the green circle on the top, and it'll start working.
Mechanic soft.
Yep.
All right, that's it for now. We got a letter, we got a wrench, and then we got a key. And then we used that key, and the world exploded.
Yep.